Hey Gemini, this is to the point. Let's get to the point. Get right on into this. We have starting your reading the Knight of Wands, saying that when you get the Knight of Wands, it's just saying that um, exciting new beginnings are on the horizons. You could be moving in some things that's very new or some things that you haven't experienced before. The general energy for this card is pretty good. There could be travels on the horizon for you. Also, so when you get the Four of Wands here next, Four of Swords, I'm sorry, it just says that you've been through some trying times lately, and that it would do you well to take a rest and to just meditate and ponder on your moves forward, on the strategize on the way you want to move forward concerning your life in certain situations that you've been facing. When I was shuffling the the Nine of Swords wanted to come out. I saw it, but I didn't think it was right for this spread, and plus it didn't jump out, so I put it back in. But I kept it in the back of my mind, so it seems like with that energy and with what I'm reading today is that you've had some turbulent times in the recent past, but those are in the past now, and you are moving forward with new beginnings. Take some time to rest and reflect and contemplate on your moves forward. Um, then we have the Empress, and the Empress is just suggesting that you have a good feminine energy, which means that you're thinking straight. It don't mean that you're feminine in any kind of way. Generally, the sign of Gemini is masculine, but it's saying with the Empress you have intuition, sound intuition, and so that a lot of times they like to say that's feminine inner intuition coming into where you make good choices about the direction that you're heading right now in your life, and that you can definitely trust your hunches and trust your gut when it comes to making decisions moving forward. I'm looking right now for the book description because I want to read it to you. Um, okay, the Empress, it says, just a second. It says that it symbolizes fertility, pregnancy, motherhood, sensuality, creative imagination. This card may herald an impending marriage and desire to have children or birth of a child. You are entering a period of productivity and abundance, often in the form of offspring, either the body or mind. You are capable of great productivity as you assist the passage of your creative ideas through the birth canal. Support and nurturing are available. And also it's saying to exercise. It's important to exercise proper care of the body. So if lately you've been running yourself ragged or you've been running yourself down, getting things accomplished, working, handling family issues or whatever, or this may even be some mental things that you've been going through in your mind as far as trying to figure some things out, to just give all of that a rest. It also points to fertility and the possible birth of a child. I'm not saying that you're definitely going to get pregnant or get someone pregnant, but if you don't want to, this is the time to strap up and use precaution. It says that family matters concerning your own family matters are on your mind. So it's possible that right now you could be looking at a current relationship as wanting to take it further, possibly falling in love with somebody, and maybe both of y'all are thinking about having a child. I don't know, but it says that you could possibly have one, definitely, if you don't watch out. So let's see what else it says. Oh, it says that you will be very creative right now at this point in your life, and that you could be pouring your passions and your energies into creative projects. It's also a sensual card, so if you're not dealing with anybody directly, you could be feeling sensual in every area of your life right now. So the sex life could be bumped up With that, I am going to warn you or urge you again to that if you don't want to have any children right now, use protection. Also, if you do want to have children, just make sure you think it through very well if that's a path that you're deciding to move on up on. It doesn't have any warnings in the cards surrounding love, so whatever prospect that's in your life right now that you're feeling close to and feeling like taking it to a next level to is a strong possibility that it could be a right choice, or it could be no worries surrounding the relationship. Moreover, I do want to express that in any relationship, it will take work. Everything isn't going to be peaches and cream, but since there was nothing to show me here that there was going to be any problems that you guys couldn't overcome or whatever, seems that if you do face issues or trials in the relationships, or when you do, excuse me, um, you guys will be able to navigate through those issues successfully. Next is the Hierophant card. And the Hierophant card urges you to pay attention to your spirituality right now. Delve deeper into faith, conscience right now. Spend some time meditating and praying. Take walks by yourself. Sit by water. Whatever atmosphere brings you peace of mind, I would suggest that you find that atmosphere and just do some reflection. Be very aware of self. And it's saying that basically that at this point in your life you're going to be more spiritual natured anyway. That's what it's suggesting. Um, and so then we're going to move on. Right next is the final card of the draw, which was the Nine of Pentacles, which means that um, financial success is definitely on the horizon. And I'm going to read it to you, what it says about the Nine of Pentacles. When upright, the Nine of Pentacles depict discerning virgin of sign of Virgo. So you could be possibly dealing with a Virgo right now. Self-contained maiden, modeled after some kind of goddess they talking about or whatever. Peace, prosperity, perfect weather, and eternal youth. Card of accomplishment, refinement, material fortune, and enjoyment of the fruits of the harvest, indicated being rewarded for discretion, hard work, meticulous care, and prudent planning. So with these cards, it's suggesting that you have been thinking about some things. You're charging into new horizons, new beginnings. It could involve travel. It could involve a move or movement. Possibly you got a place or something like that. And whatever it is, you have been contemplating about this. And it's just time for you just to relax and count your blessings. Pat yourself on the back for the trials that you've had to go through recently, and that in your ability to overcome them with success. Empress is just saying be of a clear head about this stuff. Whatever you're doing, you have intuition coming in to guide you and show you which way to go. So don't follow your mind, Gemini. You thinker, you. But follow your heart in these situations. If you can find it. I'm sorry. Y'all know I gotta crack jokes. But y'all Geminis, y'all can be cold, boy. It's just a mental sign. Not necessarily cold. You get the reputation of being cold, but it's just really that you are a mental sign, and you apply logic over emotion, which is, I feel, a plus, because my problem being a Pisces is that I apply emotion over logic, so that can get me in a lot of trouble. Anyways, when upright, the Empress symbolized fertility, pregnancy, motherhood, sensuality, creative imagination. So your imagination is going wild. It could be spawning sexual fantasies to where you want to be sensual in that way. I suggest that you don't go on a sexual rampage, though, and that you channel those sensualities into your gifts into your talents so that you can use those to bring money in, you know, because uh, Geminis are definitely talented, and you guys are multitaskers, and whatever you put your mind to, you can definitely accomplish. So right now, just don't let the sensuality take over if it's in a bad way. The Hierophant, I'm just going to read that to you. Uh, Spiritually oriented guide. It says that the things that you've went through recently, although they may have seemed hard, it was probably introduced into your life so that you could be a wise teacher or guide for those in the future who come up on the same paths or the same hardships that you once faced. And going through those hardships already previously in your life, you can definitely give them great advice and direct them on a positive path or help them out with the proper way to do things. Uh, um, Involving the situation that they are in that you've previously faced. So you've gained a wealth of wisdom through your trials and through the things that have seemed to be hard for you coming up to this point. But it looks like there's definitely light at the end of the tunnel, and I'll go even further to say that the worst is behind you and the best is coming, because this looks pretty good. Um, So you definitely will be delving into spirituality. It looks like you're finding your way back to meditation. It looks like you're finding your way back to sound judgment and peace of mind. And the Nine of Pentacles, it's this also. And the which card is the Empress is a card of fertility. And usually people start in families and stuff with this card. And also the Hierophant. Now, I believe the Page of Wands is also suggesting that there is abundance as far as family is concerned and starting a new family. My alarm just went off, so I want to believe that that's true. Also, with the Nine of Pentacles, is suggesting that family matters could be on your mind, and there is abundance concerning the thoughts of moving an issue forward between you and a significant other, and that money shouldn't be an issue with that. So I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you what the cards have suggested to me, and overall it looks pretty good. I don't think I have too much more to say, other than that. If you are still going through pressing times or times where you're kind of worried about things, know that those things will work out. The Nine of Swords tried to come out, but it stayed in. I put it back in because I didn't feel like it was proper. It didn't pop out the way I like them to pop out when they want to say something, but I did get to see the card because it stood up. So it suggests to me that you have moved past troubling and trying times, and that there is money and love and happiness in the forecast for your future or your present dealings. So I'm glad you got through it, Gemini. I'm proud of you for being strong, and good luck on whatever venture this is that you're planning to uptake in the near future. Thank you. And that was to the point. I hope this helped you guys. Till next time.